So what if I told you that your philanthropy and your community service are really not that important? Here's what I mean. They are important. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's great to have philanthropic endeavors. It's great to do community service. It's good to have the brothers out serving people. But that's not why your fraternity is great. In fact, it has absolutely nothing to do with what makes your fraternity a great fraternity is the amount of philanthropic activity that you guys have. If your chapter is full of a bunch of absolute tools and douchebags and you raise a lot of money, your fraternity sucks. Or by way of corollary, if your fraternity does absolutely no philanthropy and no community service and is a community of guys who are heroic, meaning they use their power, their presence, their creativity for the benefit of others, that's a great fraternity. Because what makes a fraternity great is the character of the men in the fraternity, not how much money they raise, not how much trash they pick up on the side of the highway. That philanthropic stuff is great. I'm not slagging it off. I'm not slagging off community service. I think it's great. But that is not what gives your fraternity chapter credibility. What gives your fraternity chapter credibility is the fact that you have great men in your fraternity, and your fraternity is on purpose unleashing and unlocking the untapped potential of a great group of guys on the campus and in the community. And it's really strange that both at the national office level and at the college level, the IFC level, as soon as fraternities get attacked, what do people run to? Oh, the philanthropy, we raise money. So what? Who cares? That is not why the fraternity system is important. Independents can raise money, right? Complete tools can raise money. You could be a squad of rapists and go pick up trash on the highway. That doesn't mean that the guys are great guys. So we've got to stop using philanthropy as an apologetic for why fraternities are great. That's not it. It has to be on the integrity and the character and the virtue and the moral fortitude of the guys in the chapter. That's what matters. That's what makes your fraternity great. It's the guys in the fraternity. And so your reputation on campus, your reputation in the community, your reputation nationally, right, ought to be about the kind of men that you are, not about the fact that you can cut down trees and pick up trash and stuff like that. That doesn't make men virtuous. So you can be a 30, 40, 50-year-old guy and be completely corrupt and still give money to charity. So I don't know why there is this assumption somehow magically that giving money to charity, raising money to charity makes you a virtuous person. That's not how you develop virtue. You develop virtue by being a person who's committed to doing the right thing and committed to doing the good in all situations and at all times. And philanthropy does not do that. It doesn't even do the stuff that people say that it does. That's not how it works. Read the Stoics. Read the book of Proverbs. I mean, there's so many better sources on how to create a virtue than picking up trash on the side of the highway. Again, not slagging it off. I don't think it's a bad thing. But philanthropy is not what makes your fraternity great. What makes your fraternity great, again, is the fact that your men are heroic. They use their power and their presence and their strength and their creativity for the benefit of their brothers and for the benefit of those around them. We got to get new language, because pointing to philanthropy is not enough. That's just not going to cut it. It's just not even impressive to say that is what makes your fraternity great anymore.